Hi guys, this is my dad.
Hi, this is my daughter.
And I want to make this video because I am obviously, if you're from my channel, you know that I am not religious and my dad is religious and we love each other. And come back over here, pretend like you like me. Alright, I wanted to make this video because I get lots of messages all the time from people. A lot of them are like younger kids, maybe in high school, and they have a lot of issues because they're not religious or they're gay, and that causes a lot of problems with their family. So I wanted to bring my dad on here to talk about how much he loves atheists and gay people. Come back.
No, I've been wanting to do a video with Jaclyn for a while now because I think people do think it's kind of funny that, you know, she is atheist, and she, obviously, if you're watching her channel, you know what she's all about. And some of you know a little bit about me, and I sing Christian music, and I tour with a bunch of different artists, and I grew up in an extremely religious family, singing in church and stuff growing up. And so we're very different on a lot of our things and the way we believe. And yet, we do love each other.
We're pretty similar, too, in a lot of other regards.
We are. I mean, you know, Jaclyn moved out to California, you know, and she left Florida and just kind of took off on a whim and did her own thing and pursuing her dreams. And I kind of did the same thing when I was about 20, when I left Southern Illinois and went to Florida, back whenever, before I met her mother. And so we both kind of went against maybe the family wishes, so to speak, and did our own thing. And even though we're very different, and I don't really believe the same way she does, I am, as an artist person, you know, or artistic musician person, all about somebody who has things that they want to accomplish and reaching certain goals. And I am proud of the fact that she has so many subscribers, and she does what she wants to do, and obviously she speaks her mind. And anybody who knows me in this area and works with me, musician, knows that I speak my mind about what I feel knowledgeable on as well.
I mean, you've gotten into some crap around here too, because you push for some alcohol laws to be passed.
I'm in the Bible Belt of Southern Illinois here, and we've had some stuff in our community. I moved back to this area about 6 years ago, and it's just a small town with a church out in every corner. You can throw a rock any direction and hit a church. And we have some restaurants in town that serve alcohol. We've only got a couple little bars, and I like to go out and have a margarita after we have our open mic nights every Thursday night at this little restaurant called El Jalapeno. And they built this nice deck outside of the restaurant, and they wanted to be able to serve alcohol. And they're, you know, it's a fenced-in area, completely enclosed. And the city council had basically told them that if they did that, they served any alcohol outside their place, they would shut them down. They voted against it, and then I said, well, I'll bring a petition. Blah. Anyway, it just went on and on. Anyway, we got the law passed. So even though I am a religious person, I still believe in being a little more open-minded than being the very strict, you know.
Yeah. Why did they want to take away the alcohol?
Well, most of it was because I think a few of our board members were, and I don't find anything wrong with the fact that they're a spiritual person, a religious person, but, you know, it's like their own, without even thinking about the benefit of helping our town grow, is because they believe that God didn't want them to drink, don't believe in drinking, or whatever their religious view is on alcohol. But an establishment that already serves it, meaning you can serve it on this side of the window, if you step outside, it's on that side of the window, you're not allowed to. And these people would actually, I would see them out there eating at these establishments.
Yeah.
It's kind of hypocritical. So even though I'm a Christian person, I kind of went against the grain a little bit, and was amazed at how many people that were on the same side as me. And we got it passed. So.
And now there's more alcohol.
I was a rebel.
Yay.
I was a rebel in Southern Illinois.
You like especially what, Fireball?
Fireball, margaritas. You know,
I was trying to eat Fireball. It's disgusting.
But I've only drank 2 beers my whole life, and I've never done any pills. I've never smoked pot. I've never smoked cigarettes. So those things, but it doesn't mean that I'm like Mr. Strict, you know, and everything. You know, I actually have had a hard time since Jaclyn's been here to getting her to have a drink with me, but she has some wine.
I had a margarita one night. I had a whole margarita. I don't know. I just think it's kind of interesting to hear that, because like a lot of people think, you know, oh, your parents are religious, they must be like these crazy strict people, and you're really not. Even though we have different like beliefs, that doesn't mean that you're like a totally different type of person.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway, No, go ahead. She's right about that.
Well, I mean, like, no, like a lot. It's on both ends. Like a lot of like religious people think about atheists as like these just mean, nasty people who like throw rocks at babies.
Devil worshippers.
Right. You know, that's what I do, but don't tell anyone. And like a lot of atheists think of religious people as like these super strict people that have no fun and hate anything that's enjoyable, and that's not true either.
I did feel that way for a long time, like I was being judged because the fact that I do sing religious music. I have a Christian CD. Actually, Jaclyn sang on it.
I did. I'm on two songs.
And she sang background on it.
Yeah.
And I would play out in places. Then I also play obviously secular music because I play with people like Faith Hill and Lee Greenwood, a bunch of other big artists, and Richard Marx. And so I go out and I play. I play in wineries with my own band. And you're getting people in the mood to party and they're all running around cussing and drinking and having a great time, and I entertain those people.
Well,
and
shit.
And then I'll go and I'd play in a church, and I used to feel guilty about it. That like am I going to be frowned upon by not only Christians, but in my opinion, would God frown upon that? And I had a preacher one time tell me that if you're out there singing Christian music, that people that are in church are already in church. The people that aren't in church are the ones that need to go. So was kind of my motivation that I could still play out as long as I was a good person. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I'm even saying that is because I think that just because you're trying to be a good person doesn't mean you can't go out to a winery or to a club and hear bands and do things. And I'm kind of that on the line about a lot of things that like organized religion. Mm-hmm. I say organized religion only because as a Christian singer, trying to get into churches to perform my own music is a lot harder than getting into a bar to perform. And that's always been a kind of an issue with me because the elders of the churches don't want to change the rules or whatever it may be. Yeah. I just kind of got turned off of organized religion. And I really haven't been to church in a while yet. I am a believer.
Yeah. That's kind of
cool. Didn't mean to get off on that too much. It's our favorite subject.
It is. I don't know. I the main reason why I wanted to make this was just because I get so many people writing me, and it's so sad to see like families fall apart just because they have differences of opinions. And it's not only with religion; it's like political sometimes too. And it's just, I think it's really stupid. I feel like people should be able to like look at their similarities and like value family more than that. Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to make this video to show you, hey, like it's cool. Like you can have, differences between family members and still have a great relationship with them.
Yeah. I mean, this week, this is, we're in Anna, Illinois. We're in my wife's coffee house. We're in Kiki's Coffee House.
Sponsor, just kidding.
Sponsored by Kiki's Coffee House. And this week we've had a great time. We had Christmas in downtown Anna, the town I'm from, and I did a performance at a church down the street here, a little Christmas show, and Jaclyn came to the show. Couldn't get her to sing.
She's
got this much talent.
I would never. This much. I don't get on stage ever. Sorry.
But anyway, she had Thanksgiving with my family, who is my aunt's the piano player at our church, has been since a kid. Her daughter is the Sunday school teacher. Her son-in-law is the pastor. And we were at their house, and Jaclyn was going to be at a table with a whole bunch of people that I knew were going to say grace together, and I didn't feel uncomfortable with the fact. She didn't feel uncomfortable with the fact. So it's just nobody looks at Jaclyn like, oh my gosh. And this is a family of ministers in a way. Yeah. And they don't treat her any different than they do their own kids who, are major followers of God. So I think it's all about the family. And you got if you claim to be a Christian and you don't love your kids or your family and you turn against them because of whatever reason it may be, whether it's gay or political or whatever their views are, it's family. It's family. There's been times me and Jaclyn have argued about our differences, but just because we don't believe the same doesn't mean I'm going to disown my kid. That's just insane. I'm more proud of this accomplishment than anything that I've ever done.
Aw, Dad.
Except for that one song I learned. Oh, and then there was no.
But anyways, if you're in a family and you're struggling, I hope that you guys can like watch this video together and feel better and feel like maybe you also can get to this point, because it's not always like an immediate thing that you can just be okay with, but like eventually like things calm down and hopefully people can get along, and it's just silly to not try. You know, I feel like anybody can be fine with it if they.
And there are things that you're going to have to, as a parent, there are things that you're going to have to overlook sometimes. I mean, your kids are not going to always do everything that you want.
I'm perfect. What are you talking about?
The kids are not going to always do all the things that you hope they would do, or they're going to see things differently than you. And you know, I mean, Jaclyn's not a little girl anymore, you know, and even though I like to treat her like she is, and sometimes I think she does things that I feel like are just stupid, and
I never
she
do
does,
anything stupid.
and she feels the same way about me at times,
All the
I'm
time.
sure. But we're gonna have a wrestling match as soon as this is over. But you know, we have a great time when we're together, and you know, I brag about her. I tell people all the time about, you know, my daughter's got all these subscribers to her channel, and she's a YouTube personality, and knowing that most of my friends, and a lot of my friends absolutely love her videos and stuff, but I have a lot of very spiritual friends, and even in our coffee shop we have pastors coming here and stuff, and a lot of them know that I have a daughter who's atheist. And a couple of the pastors even said, man, I would love to talk to her because I've always never had a conversation with, it's like a different breed or something.
It's like an alien.
Yeah,
wow,
an alien.
Look at that.
but they wanted to you know, get a chance to talk to her. We just never got to make it work. But
One day.
it's I don't know. I just find it kind of crazy that people don't all just kind of do their own thing and accept everybody for what they, you know. We all have different opinion in politics. Look what's going on right now.
We don't though. Not really.
No, not really. We don't.
agree, yeah. And that's a good note to end things on. Just look at the positives and things you agree on with people, and you know, remember that family is family, and friends are friends, and try not to let disagreements come between you and ruin good relationships. So I think that's probably all I gotta say. You can stop talking.
I'm still gonna pray for her though, and she's gonna.
Okay.
She's gonna. What was the thing you said? You're gonna. I can't remember what it was. What's an atheist say when they?
I'll think for you. That's on a T-shirt somewhere.
I'll think for you.
That's horrible. All right. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Share it everywhere. All my social media links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.
She loves this.
Bye! Bye!
She's been like that since she's a kid. Brat. I don't like anything about her.